The kitchen company operates on a 145% markup rate based on the cost. The markup on the store's new line of cabinets is $300 per cabinet. Find the cost of one cabinet. Okay, so we need to find cost, but remember that we don't have an equation where we have cost equals something. We have to use other equations to solve for it. So I'm going to use the markup equation, cost times markup rate. Now the reason that I'm using this is because 1, it includes the variable I need to solve for, and 2, they told me the markup rate and they told me the markup. So it kind of gave me context clues to know, okay, well this is going to be the easiest equation to use. I'm solving for cost and I already know markup and I already know markup rate, so this is a good candidate of an equation to use. So my markup is $300, my cost is unknown, that's what I'm solving for, and my markup rate is 145%. And this is the only piece that might be a little tricky. Remember, we have to convert that to a decimal. Because it exceeds 100%, this will actually be 1.45. Remember that we move the decimal 2 points to the left. So cost times 1.45. Now from here, all we have to do is divide both sides of the equation by 1.45, and I find that cost is equal to $206.90. Let's do one more. So Green Mountain Fitness Center plans to offer its clients the services of a private trainer. The trainer works as a subcontractor and charges Green Mountain $65 for each 1-hour session. Green Mountain has a policy of charging a markup rate of 55% of the cost of services. What is the minimum amount Green Mountain will charge its clients for each session with the private trainer? Okay, so what are we going for here? When they say what is the minimum amount that Green Mountain will charge, what they mean by that is what's the selling price? What are they going to sell this service for? So you'll probably notice that they don't always explicitly use the term or the vocabulary word in the question, which I think is a good practice because in real life, people aren't just going to use the words perfectly that you see in the equations, right? So selling price is equal to cost plus markup. We also need to know that markup is equal to cost times our markup rate. Okay, so we have our equations down, and now let's plug in what we know. Well, we know that the cost to Green Mountain is $65. Always remember that cost refers to cost to the company, not to the customer. We also know that the markup rate is 55%. So converting that into a decimal, I'm going to multiply by 0.55. That's going to tell me that my markup rate is equal to $35.75. So I plug that into my selling price equation, and I take $35.75 plus cost, which we know to be $65. This will finally tell me that my selling price equals $100.75. So that's the selling price for each session with the private trainer.